So with that, I'm going to pass it on to Tiana, Pro 8, Denver, Colorado. She's going to talk about the hair care system and the ingredients, and then we can figure out how to tie all that back in afterwards. So Tiana, I'm going to pass it on to you.
Heck yeah. Well, I'm excited. I'm not going to do a complete breakdown of the products and the ingredients because we can all do our own little research on it, but I'm going to highlight a couple of things that excite me about this ingredient-wise. But more importantly, I'm going to just tell you guys why I'm so excited. For those that don't know, I was a hairstylist. Well, I've been a hairstylist for 26, going on 27 years. And because of LifeVantage, 6.5 years ago, I gave away 489 clients to different stylists in Denver. I had finally gotten my time back with my family. Peyton, our daughter, was a sophomore in high school at the time, and I just knew that I had very little time left with her. And so thankfully for the LifeVantage opportunity, I walked away from my career that I worked at the time 19 years to build. I loved doing hair. It's my first love in life. It's a passion of mine still. There's probably only been about 21 days out of the last 6.5 years that I didn't think about doing hair or touching someone's hair. And so with that, when I heard that there was going to be a new hair care system that LifeVantage was putting out, I honestly was kind of bummed, and I was very skeptical. And the reason being is because, just like Olivia had said, LifeVantage, the hype around it was that it was for everyone. And in the 26 years and the hundreds of products that I've tried, there has never been a product line that works for everyone. And that was one of my biggest things. The other one was I was worried about people who had chemically treated hair or color treated hair. People spend hundreds of dollars to have their hair done, and I didn't want to use a product or refer a product that would strip out the color or would strip out the shine from hair. So when we first got our packages, I had already heard the hype around it. I had heard about the studies. I was so impressed with the results from the study that was done out of North Carolina. Probably the biggest factor in that excited me was the 58% reduction in breakage, because everybody has breakage. We lose on average 100 hairs a day. Everybody does. And when your hair is longer, it's more noticeable. People with short hair don't really notice it, but it still happens. And along the years of me doing hair and dealing with people with their different hair textures, their hair types, their scalp, some people having psoriasis, some people having just a dry scalp, some people having dandruff, alopecia. And for me, as a stylist, trying to find a concoction that would help to work with an individual's hair, it was kind of exhausting. And honestly, as a hairstylist, I had a back bar that had at least 5 to 10 different shampoos and 5 to 10 different conditioners, because there was never just one product that would work for everybody. And so when we got our set, I tried it out, and honestly, the very first shampoo using it, I was completely and utterly blown away. And honestly, I've been losing sleep at night over this, because this truly is a system for everyone. And I've never looked back on giving away my clients, but I wish that I was still a hairstylist now, because it would have made my life so much easier. I would have had one product, and I would have used it on everyone. And being able to see the texture of hair being better. My results were from using it was I noticed that there was an immense amount of shine. The strength of my hair, the texture, the pliability, because these things don't all come together with shampoos and conditioners. It's usually, well, here, use this kind of shampoo, use this kind of conditioner. And then when throwing in the scalp serum, because at this point when I'm looking at my hair, I hadn't used the scalp serum yet. But then applying the scalp serum, it was just like this smoothing and soothing effect on my scalp, where you could feel a little bit of tingling taking place, but it overall just felt absolutely delicious, to be honest with you. Some of my biggest concerns when I was using it was, okay, so what's it going to do for people with straight hair? Because straight hair, There's people that have super straight hair that have very wimpy, fine textured hair, and there's people that have straight hair that are, they have dense, thick, coarse, strong hair. And how is that going to work together? Because typically if you use something that is for a coarse hair on someone who has very fine hair, the fine hair is going to get completely limp, usually greasy, and it's not going to work out well. I was surprised, and I've used this on people who, two different hair types of the strong and the wimpy straight hair types, and honestly their results were magnificent and in the exact same ways. And it blows my mind because I don't know how LifeVantage came up with this concoction of ingredients that it works on everyone. The next type of hair that I was worried about, and this was probably the biggest one, was curly hair, because curly hair is completely different. Some people have very fine curls that if you put anything on it, they're going to go completely limp. Then you have people like Olivia who have mixed ethnic hair, who can't use products that regular Caucasian curly hair people use. I know Olivia and I talked about this a lot because I was like, I don't know how it's going to work on everyone's curls because everyone's curls are completely different. And I know in my own household, our daughter Peyton has curly hair and I have curly hair. Well, my hair's like in the middle. I can go straight or curly very easily, but with the use of products. But Peyton and I always had to use different shampoos and conditioners. To be able to use this, and I see the results on Olivia, which I'm blown away. Absolutely gorgeous. And to see that little smirk on your face, I know that you were very nervous to try it on your hair as well. But to see the results on Olivia, myself, and then also on Peyton, three different, totally different curl hair types, but all getting the same beautiful results. It excites me like no other. The other thing that I was excited about this is everyone that I have tried it on has said that their hair was drying faster than normal. I don't know if you guys have noticed this or not, but I know from a consumer standpoint that excites me because I don't want to spend a lot of time drying my hair or having my hair air dry and having it take half the day. Being able to see the hair completely dry in less than half the time of what I'm normally using is unbelievable. The other thing is, and that's when I wear it curly. When I wear it straight, it's even gotten a little bit quicker. The other thing that excites me about this product line, which some people are still going to use products, but for myself, I don't really like using products in my hair, but I always have to use product. My family members, they have to use product. I know Adam, he looks like a little fluff ball if he doesn't have some kind of product in his hair. And what I've noticed over the last 5-6 days of using this is I don't have to use hair product for the first time in my life. Sitting here, I let my hair air dry, which I've never been able to do ever, and be able to go out in public. And I never would have done a Zoom with my former hair products because it was a horrible look. But it excites me for people who don't want to use hair products in their hair. And that goes for blowing it out straight. I've never been able to blow my hair out straight without using some kind of product to help it along. But with this system, I'm able to just blow it out straight after getting out of the shower, not using any products. And it's honestly a lot easier. For some reason, whatever LifeVantage did in these products, being able to pull a brush through the hair, there's strength to the hair. I'm not feeling my hair getting caught on, or the brush getting caught on different pieces. I can definitely feel a reduction in breakage, which is so exciting because there's a lot of people that don't even like to do their hair because their hair just breaks off. The strength behind this with everyone and their hair is blowing my mind. But then it also brings me, for the people who don't really like to use hair products, what excites me probably the most about this is the clean rating that we're getting on the shampoo, conditioner, and the hair serum. My family is growing up, they're fanatics, and so every clean every clean shampoo and conditioner that was out there, my mom and my aunt would try. being a hairstylist, it used to drive me insane because the products would either strip the hair out so much that there was no texture, moisture. It was just kind of frizz or very brittle because there was no moisture left in the hair. There were products that you never felt clean when you were using them. There were products that would be so oily that you could almost see the residue on the hair after you finished washing, where or rinsing out the conditioner, where you would see beads of water on top of the hair rolling off. That's not a good sign. So with using this, I was very excited because the hair is clean. It feels amazing. It feels like the way hair is supposed to feel. It has pliability. It has movement. You don't have the buildup of any type of residue. And that's what excites me for people, because in my being a hairstylist, I had probably about 35 to 40 people that would bring in their own hair products because they were clean products. Quite honestly, none of them worked well at all, and it made my job harder because combing out tangled up dry hair would take a lot of time. I'm just now getting into my clients that I used to use their shampoo and reaching out to them. I'm excited to be able to share a clean product that works for everyone. And this is something where if I had a little baby still, I would use this product on babies because it was so clean, and I'd use it on every age going up. The thing that has always bothered me about having a lot of chemicals in hair products is your hair is sitting right on your head, your brain is right below your scalp, and what the long-term effects of that are. A lot of my clients who brought in their own shampoos, a lot of it was because they had had family members who had diseases or disorders that had to do with the brain. So whether it be like Alzheimer's in their family, MS, Parkinson's, I think this is just another way of being able to biohack our bodies and be able to tell an even greater story. And what we get to show people. It's nice when you have a nice hair day, but when you have a nice hair life, people are going to see a difference in you because you're not going to be spending your time worried about your hair or complaining about your hair or spending the extra hours in your week trying to make it look good before you go out without being, and then at the end of that being frustrated because half the time it doesn't look the way you want it anyways. I've just been blown away over these last 5 days. It's 5-6 days that I've used the products, and I cannot wait for everyone. I think this is, I know this touches my heart in a special way, but we all have hair, and when we are looking our best and feeling our best, it shows, and it's exciting to see people's smiles on their faces, and when they touch their hair going, wow, like, why does this feel so good? I am going to talk about one of the ingredients that is blowing me away, and Shannon sent me a link to just check out Hairgenol. I had never heard of it before, but I'm going to read this to you, and please forgive me because I don't pronounce stuff correctly all the time, but this is exciting. It's rich in peptides from the yeast, isolated from the flowers of the azalea plant. Hairgenol acts on 3 regulation mechanisms of the hair regrowth: the mitochondrial dynamics, the expression of signaling molecules, and the components of epigenetics. It thus supports the biological activity of the dermal papilla and stimulates growth of the hair follicle. Tested on volunteers, Hairgenol boosts hair regrowth. The hair is thicker, more resistant, and the scalp is more densely covered. And it says here, Hairgenol is recommended in all anti-loss and regrowth hair care products. Well, honestly, I hope that it doesn't go into any other products because this one is the absolute best, and we have something that's really special. I know that a lot of you had seen Tori and Tim Hill's daughter and her regrowth from alopecia. That blew me away. That never happens. It never happens in hair. And when you get to see people who I know that her confidence had to have been shook. I know that she had to be frustrated and feeling hopeless. But to see that smile next to her pictures where her scalp had filled in, it was absolutely amazing. And one more thing with this, because the hair gel is amazing, but what excites me about this, especially when it comes to hair regrowth, it's usually a man or a woman product. This product is for everyone, where it doesn't matter whether you're a man or woman, you can use the products. And that's exciting, which means that there's not hormones that are going to be pushed out of balance or given to your system. It's just a clean product. So I'm excited for everyone. I hope everyone gets out there and shares this, and share this from your heart. Like, this is just like sharing a great restaurant, a great movie, a great book, a great store. This goes along with the greatness and the things that you love in life. So find a love for this and share it, because most people don't like their hair. But if you have a way to put a smile on someone's face, this is it. Not everyone cares about their health, and not everyone cares about the way their hair looks, but you will find people that will be super fans and fanatics if you go out there and share this from your heart. Oh, there's one more thing I need to say. It's the 3 steps. You need to use all of the steps. Don't pick and choose on shampoo, conditioner, or scalp treatment. They work in tandem. Just like Pro Tandem works, this works in tandem with one another. So the best results are going to be by using all 3, and the scalp serum gets used twice a day. Shannon, thank you so much for having me on. Honestly, I've been losing sleep thinking about the hair care products and the system and what it's going to do for all of our businesses. And being able to come on here and share just a little bit is an absolute honor. It's an honor to work with you and everyone else. I'm at a loss for words to say how much I appreciate you, but you are a shining light. Your last name, Shine, is absolutely spot on, and thank you so much.